of Iowa with a nice victory. It's so important. It's so important. And it's going to be so important for Iowa because you're going to have a great victory, and we're going to go all the way. You know, recent polls are showing I beat Hillary Clinton. And if she runs, I mean, is she going to be able to run? Jerry, I mean, if she runs. But it shows that we beat Hillary Clinton and beat her fairly soundly in a couple. I just say this, we're going to win. We're going to take back our country. We are going to make you so proud. You're going to remember this night. We're going to make you so proud of your president, but you're going to be so proud of yourselves. You're going to be proud of your country again. Okay? USA, 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 USA. That's great.
You know,
amazing spirit.
You know, 60% of Republicans say that the Republicans in Washington, D.C. have betrayed them, have lied to them. A lot of evangelical Christians feel like they've been fed a line for decades on social issues, and now a majority of them are supporting you. You're pro-life.
I am pro-life.
Just like Ronald Reagan, you've evolved in your views on many issues. My father comes from in rural Virginia, where I grew up. You could put 50 years ago, you could have put all the Republicans in that whole area in a phone booth, and including my family. But my father was the first one to move over to Reagan. And do you agree with that? Do you think that it's because they've been betrayed that they're looking for somebody who might not say exactly what the consultants have told the politicians to say, only to be betrayed when they get into the White House? But you might not say everything exactly like your handlers would like you to say it. But you know what? To me, that makes it more believable to me. That's just my opinion.
Well, see, Jerry says you were betrayed. I would say you were lied to by the politicians. You were really lied to because, and I see it whether it's in Iowa or anywhere else, New Hampshire, same thing. I get the same complaints up there. You'll send these people to Congress, or you'll send them to wherever you're sending them, into Washington, mostly into Washington, and they get there and then they all of a sudden they turn weak and they turn stupid. They don't do what they're supposed to do. And they extend, like 2 weeks ago, the new budget, which is, did you ever see a budget like that? And did you ever see anything like that for that kind of money? They've taken care of Obamacare. They've taken care of the Syrians coming in. They've taken care of migration. They've taken care of people coming across the border, which we're going to stop, folks. They've taken care of so many different things. And during the previous debate, though, they were saying Donald Trump, you know, Nikki Haley, who's a good woman, and actually by the end of the day she was saying we're friends, because, I mean, she was really, people were really angry at her. She said there's great anger. And I was asked that question on the previous debate, which everyone said I won, but I won't mention that. I won all the debates, according. But you know what? I was asked that question on the previous debate, and they said, "Is it true that you are angry?" And I said, "Well, you know, I'm supposed to say, no, it's not true. I'm not angry. I love the way things are going. Isn't the Iran deal wonderful? Isn't it great? Isn't the border protection beautiful? I mean, what's good? We don't win anyway. We don't win." And so they said, anger, like I'm supposed to fight it. I said, I am angry. I'm really angry. And the people that are with me are angry too. And you know, it's interesting, because we're not, you know, they want us to look like maniacs. We're not angry people, but we're angry at the stupidity and the incompetence of our leaders. That's all. And you know what? In a short, it's true. And you're not angry people. But in a short period of time, if I get in, and if we go and we're going to do a great job, you're not going to be angry anymore. You're going to be happy, because we're going to win so much. You're going to be happy people again. But they asked me that question, Jerry, like, you know, they wanted me to say, I'm not angry, I'm not. And I said, you know, I'm really angry. I'm right, you're right. And then Nikki Haley said, no, it's okay. Donald's a friend of mine. He's a contributor. He's just that. And she was very nice. I'm not knocking anybody. But originally it started out being that we're all angry people. We just want to see great government. We want to see security. We want to see wealth again. We want our country to be rich again, because unless we're rich, you know, a woman came up to me, Jerry, and she said, Mr. Trump, I don't like that statement where you say you're going to become rich again for the country. I said, but unless we become rich again, you know, we're a debtor nation right now. We owe $19 trillion. I would have never given that $150 billion to Iran. I would have told him, listen, I'm sorry, we don't have it. We're a debtor nation. We don't have it. We don't have it. I would have never given that money to Iran. And I would have never in a million years. First of all, I would have gotten the prisoners back long before the negotiations started. That I can tell you. But I would have told them, I said, fellas, look, you know, I'm sorry, but we owe too much money. We can't give you back. Let's go. What's your next subject? What's your next subject? Let's get off that. Believe me, we would have had to walk for a day or two. Then they would have called us. We'll double up the sanctions. They call us back. We start talking. But I would have never given. One of the biggest problems, assuming I get in, you know, people always get angry. I say, if I make it. They go, no, you're going to make it. Look, things can happen. We have people, they're professional politicians I'm running against. They're governors, they're senators, etc. And some are smart, and frankly, some aren't very smart. I mean, you look at Lindsey Graham. In South Carolina, the poll is, I'm 38, and he's 1, and he's the sitting senator. Think of that. But you look, and by the way, I totally disagree with his ideas on the military. I hate these ideas. These ideas have been going on for 15 years. What have we won? Nothing. We've won nothing. We have won absolutely nothing. And our military has such potential, but I don't even want to think about using the military. We just want to make it so strong here. It's the cheapest thing we can do. Be so strong that people just, and I said it before, they're not going to play with us. They're not going to play the game. Right now they taunt us. They just taunt us. We're not going to let them play the game. We're going to be great again. We're going to be strong again.
You know, I've never gotten involved in national politics before. This weekend's the first time I've ever done something like this. But the reason I decided to step outside my comfort zone and try to help Mr. Trump is because I think our nation is at a crossroads. I think not only is the debt about to spiral out of control, but the next president is likely to have 4 Supreme Court appointments. And I don't think that our values as a nation can survive 4 conservative Supreme Court justices being replaced by Hillary Clinton. I just don't believe that. And I've never, since Ronald Reagan, have seen anybody pull voters from the Democratic Party. I've never, from other demographic groups that don't usually vote Republican, from every walk of life, and many who've never voted before. The last time that happened was with Ronald Reagan, and this man is doing it. And so at this crucial point in our history, with so much is at stake, our security, our economy is at stake, our Supreme Court's at stake, we've got to choose a candidate on the Republican side who's electable, and he's the only one that's electable in my opinion.
Thank you, Joe. You know, just in finishing, I just wanted to add just a couple of little things, because I believe that I will win states that the Republicans never even put down as a possibility. I mean, we're going to win Virginia. We're going to win Michigan. Hey, I'm going to bring the car industry back into Michigan. You know, when Mexico takes the big Ford plant, $2.5 billion plant, that's not good for us, folks, okay? There's nothing good about it. And we're going to win Michigan. They've already seen, I've seen polls that are through the roof in Michigan. Somebody called me, they said, you know, you're winning Michigan. We're talking in general. And Ohio, we're going to win Ohio. And I like John Kasich very much, but I'm beating him by a lot in the polls. I mean, I beat him in Ohio, and he's a good governor, but I'm beating him by a lot. And you go to Florida, I'm at 48%, and Marco Rubio, good guy, but he's at 11. And Jeb Bush is, he's down. You know, he spent 100, he's now up to $110 million. Think of it. Okay, look, I don't like to break, and I'm actually going to start to spend a lot of money because I feel guilty not doing it, because these guys will start saying he should spend more money. But you know what? Although they're very impressed. So I've spent just about the least money. He spent the most. I'm in first place. He's in like last place. Isn't that great? Wouldn't that be great if we could do that for our country? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? You know, in education, in the world, you have Sweden, you have Denmark, you have China. 1, 2, 3. and it changes around a little bit. Basically, it's Sweden, Denmark, Norway, China, that group. So we spend...
क्या धरा की तमन्नाओं को मिलेंगे पंख?
Far. Second place doesn't even exist. They're so far behind. We're ranked number 28 in the world in terms of education. Common Core is going, by the way. It's gone. It's gone. Okay? Gone. It's so stupid. Educate the children in Iowa from Washington, D.C., where you have bureaucrats. And not all are bad, but, you know, they're getting massive salaries. You ever see the Department of Education, the massiveness of that building and the people? What are they doing? Local education is the way to go. And it's obviously not working because we're ranked number 28. We have third world countries ahead of us. So when you equate it to me spending very little and now, you know, compare that with the Bush and other people that have spent so much money and they're not doing well, wouldn't it be nice if we spent in this country on various things, we spend less and we're at the top of the heap the same way? And that can happen. That can happen. So, and that's what's going to happen. But I just want to tell you, this is a special man. We've traveled today. This is the third one we've done. He doesn't do this. And his wife is amazing. His family is amazing. And Becky was telling me, Jerry was so excited. He doesn't do this. And the job he's done at Liberty University, the job he's done there is incredible. When I went there recently, I was very happy to say I broke the record, but these are minor details.
He did.
I had to get that out. I'm sorry. But I was there a couple of weeks ago. What they've built at Liberty is so incredible. And for Jerry to devote really 2 days to endorsing me and going around as an individual and bringing his family is such an honor, because truly he's one of the, beyond religion, beyond Christianity, beyond evangelical, he's such a great man. I mean, beyond. And to have the support of Jerry and his family is such an honor, and I want to thank you very much, sir.
Honored to do it. Well, it truly is an honor for me to be here, and thank all of you for coming out tonight. And again,